Here's a Nutone slimline that I just got at Habitat today for $10. And the only problem it's having right now is it has a bearing noise. It's pretty cool looking though. And this is a before video before I oil the bearings, see if it helps. And yeah, I'll turn it on high. It runs pretty good, except for the bearings are kind of noisy. They sound really dry. It runs really good, doesn't wobble. It doesn't wobble anymore, at least I balanced it. It does wobble on reverse though, but it's probably because of a warped blade. It does wobble a little bit on medium. It's not too bad though, so I'm fine with that. As you can tell, it's still really loud. Not as loud, but it's still pretty loud. Here's the low. As you can tell in low, it kind of quietens down because it's going slower. I mean, you can still kind of hear it actually. Now I'm going to flip it on reverse. Turn it on high. And it wobbles quite a bit on the reverse. Probably can't really tell because it doesn't wobble too bad, but you can tell it wobbles. Probably see the chain right there. But as you can tell, it's still really loud. Medium. This is where it wobbles quite a bit. Probably can't tell that easily. You can tell it wobbles, but it wobbles a lot worse in person. Here's low. Now you can tell it kind of quietens down a little, although it's still pretty loud. Seems like there's one spot in the bearing where it's louder. Because it kind of quietens down a little and then it hits that one spot and it gets a little louder. But yeah, this is a spinner motor model. It's very similar to the Veranda Deluxe, except that the Veranda Deluxe is a stack motor fan. The housing's almost the same, except this doesn't actually have vents. They kind of look like vents, but all it is, let me stop it real quick. All it is actually just engravements or stampings of the housing to make it look like a veranda. But as you can tell, I don't know if you can actually see on the camera, it's got a spinner motor that's pretty similar to a slimline motor. I don't have a slimline. Actually, this is my only Nutone that I have. But the slimline motors look kind of similar to this, so I'm assuming it's one of those. It's a pretty big motor, but it's an older model because it's got the Nutone bell canopy up there, as you can tell. But it's in really good shape. It just needs the bearing fixed. The blade's in really good shape. It's antique brass, as you can tell, and the cool thing about it is it doesn't have the switch cap holes punch out, or the switch cap holes punched out. So I thought that was kind of a nice thing, which means it definitely doesn't have a light, and it doesn't look like it's ever had one because of that. But yeah, $10 fan, not a bad price. So yeah.